follow me?
Yeah.
But if we could do it the way that you're talking about, I would be starting a business every day and getting 150 here, 150.
Well, so what I heard from two companies, one of them you already know, they told me you can do it every 3-4 months. So basically you got the money, wait, you're gonna do it again, wait.
Yeah, this is the thing. I want you to think that these banks are human beings just like you and me. Right? Let's just think common sense.
If
that's not common sense. The world does not work like that.
It's wishing thinking, but I understand sometimes you have to.
Exactly. That's the perfect word for it. It's wishful thinking. If that was the case, come on, man. I mean, everybody would be forming a business every 4 to 5 months, getting 150,000,
Hello.
Hey Brian, how are you?
I am so sorry. I'm about 9 minutes late. I do apologize. I had a closing that ran longer than I expected. How are you doing today?
Closing of your house?
No, loan. Doing loan for a client.
Oh, congratulations anyway.
Yes, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay. It's Abe, right?
Yeah, it's Abe.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to it, Abe. Of course, Brian with Pension Consulting Group and Broker Solutions Academy. What brings us here today? What can I help you with?
Well, like everybody else, looking for funding.
Okay.
Well, actually, okay, now I see it. I remember your face. I was checking in on YouTube regarding the other companies that reached me out, and I was looking for reviews. Something credit, and you give a review on them that did scam, and this is how I found it.
Oh, okay. Let me think. I call out a lot of people. Let me see here. Mr. McCall?
No, I'll tell you right now.
Because I think if you've watched my YouTube channel, you've seen I talk crap about a lot of people.
I only see one because I needed to review where this guy was.
Mr. Oz?
Actually, I can go to YouTube and see what it was. Oh, here. The guy is credit stacking.
Oh, credit stacking. It's Mr. John McCall, I believe. Credit stacking something.
Very possible. Yeah, Jack McCall, you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
So yes,
I just spoke with his representative, and I told him, listen, first of all, the price for the service was not $10,000, it was $7,000, and they promised more than $500,000 within a year. And I said, okay, send me the information. I need to, to read what you're gonna offer me. And over there, it's talking about few weeks of studying all kind of material. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't show anything. They're gonna teach you. So I saw it and I said to myself, something fishy. They're not talking about money. They're talking about some teaching program. So what I'm buying, and that's why I wanted to see the review.
Okay. So let me make sure I understand what you said. You're saying you needed funding. You reached out to Mr. McCall. They told you that they could promise you over $500,000
within a year.
Within a year, and then you need to pay a $10,000 fee.
No, $7,000
fee, and they're gonna start by giving you a course. They're gonna educate you.
So basically, they're gonna give me information and coach me.
So I gotta ask you, sir. You sound like a very intelligent man. Do you believe that?
Oh, that's why I said something fishy, because I was talking about money and they offering me in written form coaching. So it's not what we talked about. That's why I went to see the reviews and I find you.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you doing your research. And one of the reasons why I make those videos. Getting funding for business is not like my son plays basketball and I have him a private coach and he coaches him to be better as a basketball player. Getting funding for business is not like playing basketball.
Exactly. I agree with you. That's why I said something is fishy. I was talking about A and the written agreement about B. So it's not what we talked about. Now, I'm not stupid. I know how to build credit. I have a credit. It's in one point was 838. So I'm not a newbie. I know the...
Yeah. Well, I mean, you already know the answer to that question. It's a bunch of BS. As you've seen it breaking it down on YouTube. It's they're utilizing the business credit card stacking program, which is an amazing product. Right, something that I do often. They're utilizing that product to get people to pay this very expensive high advance fee without even knowing if they qualify or not. It's a scam. It's just what I explained on there. Business credit cards, amazing product. I've talked about it extensively on my channel. You can easily get $100,000, $150,000 in credit cards. And the whole trick is approaching multiple banks at the same time and getting all these approvals. You get 30,000 here, 50,000 here, and it stacks up. But I can tell you right now, sir, as somebody that's been doing this since 2011, no way in hell you can get $500,000 in credit cards. It's not going to happen. Okay?
So now, since you're in that business more than 10 years, let me ask you a question like this.
Absolutely.
I heard, I don't have time to go and research, but once I'm gonna do, I learn very fast. So I heard someone, and it also said you can get so what I did and said, if you're gonna take a business loan, a business credit card, it's not gonna affect your personal credit score. So my credit score at the time was, so I went to the bank, they approved me credit card.
There you go.
It was 18 months, 0%.
0%, yes.
18 months. I still have the card. I still within the time. And the moment that I received the card, my credit score, personal credit score, went from. So right now my credit score, but for me it was a question. It's like, if it's not supposed to influence my credit score, how come it's in one shot it went down?
Okay, excellent question. A few different things, and of course I'm speculating because I do not have your credit report right in front of me. Okay, so number one, these business credit cards do not report on the personal credit. They only report on the business credit. Absolutely correct. But they do look at your personal credit. They did place an inquiry on your personal credit in order to see what your personal credit looks like for you to qualify for this business credit, because you are personally guaranteeing it. In case you default on that credit card, they are going to come after you personally. So to answer your question, there's two things that happened. So the one thing that happened is, number one, there was an inquiry that was placed by you. Number two, I can make an assumption that maybe your balances went up just slightly.
My user credit by that time was 9 or 10%.
Your utilization.
Yeah, this is all.
I could say I would have to compare the old credit report and the new credit report, but clearly there was a change that happened with the inquiry. I would not expect to have such a dramatic change of a difference, maybe 10 or 15 points, but it's due to the inquiry is what my assumption would be.
So the second question is, how long is it gonna take me to build on new company business credit score in order to get a loan, not credit score, not business credit.
Okay. In order to get a loan under the business, right?
Right. Not to be personally guaranteeing it.
Okay. Great, excellent question. And this is something that is so confusing in the YouTube world, because a lot of people are being sold this dream that they can build business credit and they can borrow all this money without having it on their personal credit. Okay. That statement is only halfway true. And the reason I say that is, I always try to tell people, if we can track back a little bit, part of my courses, and one of the things that I train people on is how to understand the 3 paths of lending. Okay. And this is going to make a lot more sense. I always tell people, banks don't care about anything but 2 things. They care about how the hell you're going to pay it back and what the hell is going to happen if you don't pay it back. They don't care about how passionate you are, how nice you are, or how handsome you are, or whatever the hell idea you come up with. None of that crap matters. They care about 2 things. How the hell are you going to pay this money back? And what the hell is going to happen if you don't pay it back? There's 3 ways, and 3 ways only on how you can borrow money, period. Either based on your credit, either based on income, or either based on a particular asset that can be collateralized. It doesn't matter what product you've got out there, they all fall under these 3 lending paths. Either based on credit,
income, and the worst of the property.
That's it. Let's talk about your specific question. Can I build my credit enough to borrow money without affecting me personally? Yes and no. Number one, there's revenue loans out there. You can absolutely get a business revenue loan strictly based on your business revenue and no personal guarantee. Absolutely. But again, what did I tell you the 3 paths are? Credit, revenue, asset. That's it. So if you can provide one of those 3, you absolutely can. If you own a business that has real estate assets that have equity, you can get a lender to lend you money based on those assets being used as collateral without any personal guarantee. If you have good enough business revenue, if you've been in business long enough, you got to be in business for at least a year. You know, you have like merchant cash advance that maybe some of them you can be in business for 6 months and they will give you a loan. So you have to be in business on average, most lenders, because you know we're talking about generally all products, all banks. Generally, most lenders want you to be in business for at least a year. Depending on the product, some of them will require that you provide tax returns. Some of them they'll require that you provide financials. But what am I trying to say here? Unless you've been in business for a long period of time, where you have a good enough income or you have good enough assets and you have the documentation to support it, no, you're never just going to get money based on somebody looking at your business credit and they're going to give you $100,000 or $50,000. That doesn't exist, okay? You either have to have good income or good assets. And even further point that I want to make is even business loans, even real estate loans that are issued to the business, even revenue loans that are issued to the business, and no personal guarantee, they still look at the personal credit. I do it every day. If you come to my office and you tell me, Brian, I've been in business for 5 years, I need you to give me $1 million loan. I have great business credit. I have great income. Guess what the first thing I'm gonna do? Okay, great. Send me your personal credit. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
Okay, it's understood. You're supposed to have a habit of paying on time. It doesn't matter if it's personal or business. It's still the same habit.
It falls under those three things. We have to have one of those three things in order to get the money.
By the way, where's your office? In what state?
I'm in Arkansas.
Oh, I'm in New York.
Oh, New York. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Northwest Arkansas.
So let me ask you a business question right now. I have a company for 2016 as a real estate broker. I do not know what my business credit over there. Don't know. But I do have at least 3 business credit on that business. Now, I'm trying to open a new business. It's a duck farm, and it's going to be outside of United States. So I will invest my money plus the money that I can get from the credit card. I'm going to circulate the money, and in the end of the year, I'm going to bring them to United States. I'm going to show income, and again, I'm going to send the money back, circulate the money, and so on. I'm looking for somebody that's going to give me a guidance or coaching or whatever it's going to be, how to make it right to get the most I can get here.
Your business is going to be operating outside of the United States, but I'm assuming you are going to structure the business inside of the United States. It's going to be legally formed in the United States,
yes.
Correct?
Yes, this is what I'm trying to do.
I got you. Because if you form the business outside the United States, you're not going to get any money in the United States.
I understood. That's why I'm...
Okay. So we have to form that business in the United States. And whatever you do with the money outside the United States, I don't care. That's completely up to you. The bank doesn't even need to know that. I mean, it's simple. Just form an LLC. And it sounds like you have good enough personal credit. Easily we can get 50, 100, 150,000 for that brand new LLC based on your personal guarantee. And you can use the funds and do whatever you just described. Now,
at the same time, can I get on my old business also 100, 200?
No. And great question. I want you to know what is getting you approved. Because remember, I got to go back to the 3 paths to lending. 3 paths. Why are you getting approved for 100, 150,000? It's because of your personal credit. It's not because of the business credit.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
So, okay. So that's one thing that you have to understand. The second thing that you have to understand is, and look up this video. They have a video on my channel, and it's called Everything You Need to Know About Business Credit Cards. Very nice video. Explain this very well.
One of the most common questions I get when it comes to a business credit card program is clients usually just always ask me, well, Brian, can I just fill out the applications by myself? Well, I actually found somebody online that actually gets this stuff.
But I want you to know that there's thousands and thousands of banks, but there's only about 6 to 9 underwriting companies that underwrite for all their business credit cards. Matter of fact, all their credit cards. I want you to understand what I just said. All of these banks you've ever seen when you drive around, there's only about 6 to 9 companies, depending on your state, that underwrite for all of them.
Okay.
So the way that the business credit stacking works is we try to get money out of each one of these underwriters and maximize their approvals. So I'll mention some of the underwriters. Elon is one of the underwriters. FIA is one of the underwriters. Chase, PNC. If I tell you Bank of America, you don't understand that that's going to FIA. If I tell you US Airways credit card, you don't understand that that is going to Chase. To answer your question, can I get one business 150, get another business 150? No, you can't.
Because it's on my name. So since it's one person, doesn't matter how many companies you own, still going to be one person. And since it's only one underwriter or 6 to 9, it's the same people. You cannot go. So it doesn't matter how many companies you have. It's still going to be one time.
Exactly. What we do is we can have 2 businesses, and then with these businesses we can go with these underwriters, and then with these businesses we can go with these underwriters. That's ridiculous.
Now, two other questions. Since I get the money on my business, can I get also on my personal?
Yes. Absolutely.
So let's say 150 on business, and then I can go on my personal to get another something.
Yes, absolutely, yes. It's not going to be 150. Let's talk about a real life example. We'll submit an application with Chase for their Chase Ink Cash business card. And at the same time, we can submit an application with Chase for their Chase Premier personal card. Okay? The approval amounts in the business are completely different than approval amounts in the personal. These banks have computers. They have set limits. They have all this algorithm crap, and they know this person has opened an account for that long. All these things are preset, if you understand what I'm saying. And if you think about it, a business card's approval rate is going to tend to be much higher than a personal card approval rate, as far as the amount. So, and I don't want you, the reason I explained that to you, I don't want you to think that, I'm just going to get 150 for the business and get 150 for the personal. No, you're not.
No, it's understood. It's different. Like I said, I'm not new in that. I just need to know what's the truth and what's the lie. Because when somebody tell you it's something that you would like to have, but maybe you don't know something, so you want to confirm what they're telling you is truth.
When this person is telling you this in a way to convince you to get them $7,000, don't tell you anything.
So I told them, listen, I don't mind to do it. You're going to put it in writing and I'm going to pay you at the end of the product. And if it's going to happen, you want to give me a service, I want to pay you. But I want to pay you for the service. So this is what we're supposed to have today. A phone call. He already texted me. I didn't answer him because first I wanted to talk to you.
Gotcha. And it's funny you said that. You know what our fee structure is with our business credit card program? It's completely...
My second question.
It's performance-based. We charge a flat 10%. You don't pay nothing until you receive your money. That's it.
Right. I feel like this. 10% I can get on hard money.
10% is what our fee is. 10% is what our fee is. I get you 50,000.
And besides, there is another 3 or 4% when you get the money from the credit card, unless you're using your credit card to buy something. But if not, you're supposed to pay them. So it's gonna be 13%. It's already pricey.
No, it's 10% is what our success fee is. Now, if I'm not sure what you mean when you said 3% with the credit card, because the credit cards come with 0% interest. For at least 6 months.
You have a fee if you want to take a cash from the credit card.
Okay. So now this is the reason why you pay me 10%. I help you with all of that. It's not just a success fee. Do not take the cash advance from the credit card. Number one, you don't get to benefit from the 0% because when you do cash advance, it doesn't fall under the 0%. There's a million ways on how you can use that card and get cash out of it without using. Let me give you one example right now. You seem like a good guy. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Bitcoin, right?
Yes.
What stops you from using the credit card to purchase Bitcoin with it? And Bitcoin is just like money. You sell that Bitcoin and you have cash. Boom. You don't have to pay 3% or whatever the hell percent you just talked about. Did you know that there is checking accounts that you can open and fund with a credit card? Did you know that?
That piece I didn't know. I tell you what the issue is. The issue is I don't want to get to some. First of all, it's going to influence my taxes. If I'm going to buy a Bitcoin, now the money that came, it's taxable. I want to do it on the way that I don't need to extra work, because if I'm going to do that, it's going to take my time.
It's not extra work. And this is the thing, because you pay taxes on income. Bitcoin it can kind of get complex, and I understand why you not want to mess with it. But Bitcoin is I think it's considered an asset or currency. But nevertheless, you literally
if I just make a profit, I'm not supposed to pay taxes, but they're supposed to prove them that the money that I got, it was through ABC. I'm supposed to have a proof that it's not income, it's just my money that I did.
It's a very easy way to prove. And I want you to know it will never get to that point. But if you need to prove it, here's the receipt. I bought the Bitcoin right here, and here's there's nothing. It's not income. You tell your accountant right there, that's not income. That's just a loan that I gave myself. There's nothing to prove. It's not illegal to buy Bitcoin.
No, I know. Listen, I'm very creative, and I can give you some ideas that it's going to be very creative. If you do real estate, I can tell you some stuff that you're going to make money more than $500 million on taxes.
Yeah, and then also look this up as well. And to just kind of let you know, do a Google search, bank accounts that you can fund with a credit card. And it will give you a list of multiple bank accounts that you can fund with a credit card. Simple. You fund a bank account with a credit card, guess what? Now it's cash. There's so many different ways. I have an article that I wrote out with over 20 different ways or how I show you how to turn the lines into cash. Two
things. Number one, I would like to have before we're going to agree to something, I would like to get an email with all your services that you provide. Mm-hmm. And number two, I need you to give me a discount on the fees. I'm very direct. I want to pay you, but I want to have a good deal.
Number one, if you go to my website, PenningtonConsultingGroup.com, just go to there right now. Just go to Google and do Pennington Consulting Group. Or if you go to any one of the videos, do a search on that on Google. So if you see services, under services, you can see on there, we do term loans, business credit cards. That's what you were just talking about. SBA loans, equipment financing, real estate loans. That kind of shows you exactly all the different stuff that we do.
Oh, by the way, for that business, I'm supposed to buy also equipment. I can buy it, here, or I can buy it over there. can I get more funding for this?
Absolutely.
But the business outside of United States.
You got to stop saying that, okay? If you want...
I'm trying to be transparent with you that you're not going to tell me, listen, you didn't give me the full information. I try to give the information like you go to doctor, you give him everything, and he's gonna tell you what to do.
And you know, basically what I present myself is, you know, when you're an attorney and you tell your attorney, if you committed murder, you tell your attorney everything and then they go help you in court, right?
Right.
So
right.
I appreciate you telling me that, but I'm telling you, if you ever speak to a bank, don't say that. Don't say that I got this. It doesn't help you. They have policies. It's not what you're doing is not illegal. You can borrow money here and you can have a business. Literally right now, I have a lady that I'm getting business credit cards with, and she's in Botswana. She's in Africa, and she has a poultry business there, but she has an LLC here in the U.S. I just got her funded $1,000, and she's using the money in Africa. So it's not illegal what you're doing, but I'll tell you that.
Oh, 100%, because it's a branch of United States company.
Yes, it is. It is. The banks usually have these stupid policies and you know, whatever crap. So I'm just to help you out, just say that I'm doing it for my business. Is the business structured and created in the United States? Yes. The business operating in the United States? Yes. You can have operations anywhere. It doesn't matter. You know, I would never share that if I were you with a lender doing a funding call. But nevertheless, you see on there, you can get equipment financing. If we're talking about a brand spanking new business, you're looking at about 20% down is what you would need to put down for equipment finance. But we can absolutely get the equipment finance. It would have to be most likely purchased in the United States, because they're going to want to ask for a vendor invoice. They're going to want a vendor invoice. Where you're purchasing it from?
The company is United States. It could be even Walmart. The problem is I'm supposed to ship it. We're talking about incubator and stuff like this. So we're supposed to ship it to different country.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Is this titled equipment where you have a VIN number or what kind of equipment?
I guess so. I don't know for sure. Incubators for eggs.
Incubator. Yeah, I think those things are titled, because you're talking about very expensive stuff right there.
Each, let's say for 1,000 eggs, it's going to be $5,000 incubator. So if you need 10,000, it's going to be 50,000.
Just figure out if they're titled equipment or if there's just basically, you'll figure out. We'll get there. To answer your question, we can get equipment financing and then do the business credit cards. Let's do this. Do you have a recent copy of a credit report that we can take a look at, or are you going to need pull a copy?
Of my company, I suppose. The old company, I have a report.
Your credit report. I want to look at your credit report to see what we can get you for business credit cards.
No problem. Let's do.
Okay.
Where to go?
I'm okay with doing 8%, and of course, you don't pay anything until you receive your funding. That's just kind of what we do. But I'm okay with 8% if you're okay with 8%. Or you can pay $7,000 and receive $500 million.
Tell you what, if you're gonna, I want you to give me 100% of yourself. If you're gonna get me 200, I'm gonna pay you 8%. If it's gonna be less, I'm gonna pay you 7.
I'll commit to that.
Now, after you're gonna see my credit score and my history, you're gonna say it's perfect. You never said something like this.
Well, once I look at the credit report, let me look at the credit report. If it looks very good, then I don't have a problem. If you know, because good credit makes my job much more easier. So I don't have a problem with that. But I don't want to agree to that until I look at the credit report.
You got it. Okay, let's do it. Where to go? Guide me.
So just simply, do you have a copy of a credit report, or you want to pull one?
Let's pull one. I remember they told me to go to Experian.
Does Experian show you all three? Because I don't want to just look at one. I want to look at all 3 credit bureaus. Usually,
yes. This is what the other companies checked.
I know what they checked, and I know they also promised you $1 billion. I want to be thorough.
Okay, tell me where to go. I'm gonna do it.
I want to be thorough. I look at all 3. I think Experian only shows you Experian. And I look at all 3. The reason just to let you know the reason why, remember when we're talking about the underwriters? One of the things that we do as well is, I know that this underwriter is going to look at Experian, so I'm going to throw that inquiry there. Then I go to this other underwriter, they look at Equifax, and I go to this underwriter, and they look at TransUnion. You follow me? So in order for me to be thorough, I want to look at all 3 of them. I want to look at a crime report. Okay? So do this. I sent you a link on chat. Did you see that link?
Which one of them? The Bit?
Yeah, Bit, whatever, yes. Click that. It's going to send you to Identity IQ.
So it's going to cost me $25? It's
going to cost you $1. We use this system to pull your credit, and then once you pull it, you call them and cancel it, and it's just a little trial thing.
Okay, so username and password, they ask me. Identify IQ.
It should send you to where you can, do you see, it says, get your 3 bureau report, order now, and then you should click that button that says, get yours now, right?
Yes.
$1, 7-day trial, and all of that stuff, right?
Right. So I'm supposed to create the account?
That's correct, sir. So create that account and email me either a copy of your credit report or your username and password, whatever is easier for you. Copy of the credit report, you'll be able to download it. And then as soon as I receive that, I'll get in there and download it. And then you can call Identity IQ and cancel that trial thing. I can go back, I'll evaluate your file. And then tomorrow, maybe we can have a call at the same time and talk about what you qualify for.
Okay, sounds good.
You want to lock in same time tomorrow? You can do this.
What day is tomorrow? Thursday. Let's do it 1 p.m. if it's good.
Okay. Are you Central Time or what time?
Eastern time. New York.
Eastern. New York. I forgot. Okay. Let me go here to Mr. This is Abe, right?
Abe Amnon. So the full name is Avram Amnon. I have 3 names. So
where are you from, man?
I was born in Russia, raised in Israel.
Okay. 12:30 Central. It's gonna be 1:30 your time, and then we'll do another Zoom. And
okay. So you're gonna send me the invitation?
Yes, I'm sending it to you right now. Okay. So that's locked in. Yeah. So born in Russia and raised in Israel. That's a very controversial past to have right now.
Why controversial? From communism to capitalism?
Oh my gosh, the world that we live in right now, this is it's crazy, you know.
My friend, I tell you like this: I have 2 phones, one business, one personal, and you know, my YouTube is locked with my email. So since I changed something, so right now I go to YouTube without logging into my account. So it's give me random videos, any topic. So I see the topics that usually I try to see, and I see they tell you information 100% different. So basically 2 people can see the same things and give you such a information. I gonna personally gonna say it's lie, because when I check my information, like you see, I'm not taking everything that people tell you.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I try to see, and I say, wow, I don't believe that people see it and believe that that is true. So we live in very crazy time.
Okay, so let me. I watched the news. Going back to that, are you following this Fannie Willis and Donald Trump thing? Okay, so listen to this. The other day, because last week, you know, that's when they had the boyfriend, and then they did the little. Okay, so who knows what's going on over there is messy, right? So there was. I'm driving, and I was just like you. I'm on YouTube. There was this video that came up, and it was a commentator talking about the case. We know that Fannie was wrong, and it's clearly a conflict of interest. Clearly, anybody can see that. But long story short, I clicked on this channel, and this channel was talking about how the judge is wrong, about how Fannie is just being a good prosecutor, how they're trying to take a black woman down. And I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, wow. And I go to the comments. And I read the comments, I'm like, these people are delusional. Because ain't nobody in the right mind. So going back to what you said, I even thought in my mind, I even commented, I was like, I think everybody on this channel is just delusional, or these are bots. Because there's no way in your right mind you can watch this and think that Fannie Willis, there's no conflict of interest here. It's ridiculous. Even if you don't like Trump, even if you hate Trump, this is not supposed to be like this.
So you see, you know your stuff, and when you see it's wow, it's 100%. It's 100 people saying totally against my logic. It's like something wrong. So either I'm, you know, Coco, or they, but it cannot be. It's 100 people, but only me know the topic because I learned it. They don't know, but it's 100 people.
Yeah,
majority usually.
And it used to be a time that you could, you know, I used to watch the news all the time. This is another true thing I'll share with you. I actually recently stopped watching news. I used to wake up every morning and I would watch nightly news as I'm getting ready to go to the gym. When this Russia and Ukraine and the Palestine and Gaza thing happened, I was shocked what I was seeing. The bias behind it, the way they initially was reporting the Gaza and the Israel thing, and how they made the Palestinians look so evil, while they were making the people in Israel look like it was disgusting. I was like, I can't watch this stuff anymore. These people are programming me.
100%.
I do not. It doesn't matter who you are. What's going on to the Palestinian people is wrong. You know, and this is it's even Israel.
I tell like this: the things that you see about Palestinian people, it's 100% movie made. If you're gonna see one of the things that I saw yesterday, like I told you, it's like everybody what they think. They're showing a child that it doesn't have meat. It's very, very skinny.
Yeah.
And they're saying, wow, this child doesn't eat. But the guy that's taking a video, he's like this. So I saying to myself, it's like everybody's seeing this video saying, wow, you see what Israel does to child? So now I know something wrong inside. So I tell like this, there is a food so much inside right now, inside the Gaza, there is a food, and they know, the Palestinian doesn't give it. Why? Because they're keeping for the Hamas leaders. So people think totally opposite. If you're gonna CNN, she asking from the guy that is not Jewish, Arab guy, Palestinian guy, with the food, and he's saying, oh, the Jewish people doesn't let us, but how come you are a Palestinian guy inside the warehouse of Israeli people? So nobody asks the simple questions like, how can you listen to it and doesn't ask, just don't take
it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. But ever since then, I was like, I need to come up with my own thoughts. I need to listen to both sides, because it's like, man, it's very, news is no longer informative. News is persuasive.
100%. They're trying to make you think the way that it's supposed to be.
Yes, they're not just telling you, this is what happened today. They're telling you, this is what happened, and this is how you need to think about this. And it's like, no, don't help me think. Just tell me what happened.
About Ukraine. Do you think that Ukraine can win Russia?
Come on now. Come on. Of course not. Of course.
Russia and the United States is the same. So do you think that Ukraine can win Russia? It's impossible. So how come everybody believes that this can happen? If somebody supported, it's support for killing of people. Now I'm against Russia. Don't get it wrong. I'm against Russia. But it's also impossible to say continue doing what you do, because you're not gonna win. It's impossible.
Of course. And we have real human lives in the middle of all of this stuff. It's like, even me myself, I'm not supporting Russia, but I do applaud Putin's patience. You could demolish Ukraine in one day.
Exactly.
It's just like, I don't know. Hey, we can talk about this all day, man. I gotta, you got my email. Let's do the call tomorrow. Send me
1:30.
1:30. You should have received the email. Send me the credit report, please, so I can make sure I have that before tomorrow, okay?
You're gonna get it by the end of the day, because I need to make other phone calls. I will send you by the end of the day.
I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Brian.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, if you stay with me through the end, I appreciate you. I really do. Please go ahead and give me a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. And I guess I should go ahead and pay some bills. Let you know what this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Broker Solutions Academy. There's going to be a link in the description. We work with people that are interested in becoming a business loan broker. We have a very comprehensive business loan broker course, and we're going to be teaching you everything you need to know about how to become a business loan broker. Our mission statement is we help business loan brokers understand and simplify the various funding solutions that are available in the marketplace so you can properly serve your clients, stop the endless confusion and self-defeating pointless rat race they're currently in, and grow their business while maximizing profits by teaching them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a referral partner. This video is also brought to you by Pennington Consulting Group, and that's where we work directly with entrepreneurs and also business owners to help them get funded. So if you're looking to start, grow, or even expand your current business, Pennington Consulting Group, there's going to be a link in the description where you can go ahead and schedule a time. And like we always say at Pennington Consulting Group, our goal is to help you reach your goal. Again, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.